Yo, what's up? How's it going? Today we'll be doing a Vod review for SKT versus Afreeca. This is week 1, game 1 of LCK Spring Split 2019. So yeah, let's just jump right to it. This is the second Vod review of the year. I don't just do SKT games, it just happened to kind of work out this way with just how my schedule has been working out. So anyways, let's just talk about the bans real quick. The only interesting bans here, these are all pretty standard, but the only interesting bans to me is the Lucian priority has gone up a lot more in Korea. I don't know why it fell off. It kind of fell off for a minute. But in the series that was before this one, and we saw the first Lucian pick in Korea. I don't know why Lucian priority went down, and then Lucian was picked by Reckless today in EU. So I wasn't sure at all why people weren't picking Lucian in the Kespa Cup at all. There's no reason why Lucian priority shouldn't be high. The reason why Lucian's good is it's all about the mid game right now anyway, so if you didn't know. So anyways, that was weird that Lucian priority wasn't high, but Lucian priority's back. Yep, so none of these other bans were weird at all. All these kind of made sense. The Rise ban made sense with Khan and Faker prioritizing Rise a lot. Dude, people need to start banning Urgot. Literally, SKT just first picks Urgot every single game. Like, literally every single game. But anyways. Alright, so let's go through the draft real quick. Let's go through Afreeca's draft real quick. So they drafted Aatrox topside, Camille in the jungle, Galio mid, Sivir Alistair bot lane. They have the obvious Camille Galio synergy, so they can obviously look for level 6 plays around bot and top. So level 6, the Galio Camille combo is insane around those sides of the map. They can just impact the rest of the map pretty easily. So they can be looking for that type of win condition in the mid game, as well as the level 2 impact that Camille can have on Galio's lane is pretty good. As well as the gank potential with an Alistair is pretty good as well. So that's just some base stuff without looking at the enemy team comp. So SKT, they have Fiora, Elise, Urgot, Zyra Khan. So just looking at that, obvious split push win condition with Fiora. So kind of 1v9 champion right here. So obvious split push win condition right here. Early game jungler, as well as a disengage and engage jungler as well. Like, pseudo engage, mostly disengage jungler. Tanky mid laner, and then a winning bot lane. So specifically, none of that stuff was really that important, but specifically in the matchup, and talking about win conditions within the match, I really like SKT's draft versus Afreeca's. I'm a big fan of obvious win conditions, and picking an obvious strong side of the map is something I really, really like. I don't like picking for like a vague win condition, like we have strong team fighting, or we have we have strong team fighting, or we have this certain combo that's good. Although the certain combo that's good, like this is a really good combo, and that's a good win condition. They can move around. But it's also like very clear, which is good for them. But I really like picking a really strong side of the map, and the reason why I really like SKT's draft is because they put the map they put the game on a clock. Because as soon as Fiora has an item and a half or 2 items, her side of the map is like untenable for Aatrox. Like Aatrox can't go to that side of the map, just has to like seed that side of the map, and that has to be like a 2v1 side of the map. So I do really like SKT's draft for that reason, and this meta really benefits split push and strong solo laners. It's still Worlds meta. I mean, it's 9.1, but it still really feels like Worlds meta. And Fiora really comes online at that 1 item, 2 item mark. And then Afreeca drafted around like having the, if we can get to the 6 item Sivir, then alright, we have the late game insurance. But that doesn't really matter all that much if there's a Fiora taking your base at 3 items, and Fiora gets level 16, then, you know, that's just as bad, you know? So I do really like SKT's win condition. It doesn't mean Afreeca doesn't have a good team comp, but I do really like SKT's win condition around what they drafted, as well as good disengage with Xayah Rakan. Has extremely good disengage for what they have packing over here. You know, Camille jumps onto Xayah, Xayah insta ults, backs off, Rakan, you know, charms, dashes away. You know, Urgot's pretty much unkillable, and Elise is pretty slippery as well with the cocoon disengage and then repels away. As well as their team fight isn't like super, you know, it's not like their team fight's bad either. So I do really like SKT's clear win condition, but something that Afreeca can do to win the game is navigate around the map at level 6 with the Camille and Galio. They could really pressure around bot side or pressure around top side with the 2 level 6. But anyways, I obviously know the outcomes of the game, but with those in mind, that's definitely the win conditions of the game. It's pretty obvious, you know. I don't have need to have seen the game to know that's what the win condition is. But anyways, we're gonna watch the game now. So we'll watch a lot of this in ×2 speed. We're gonna pay a lot of attention to the warding, because warding is really important in this game. Obviously, SKT wins this game, but the warding is gonna be really important as to why they win this game. Because Afreeca's win condition is based around the Galio Camille, right? It's based around how they move around the map. So that's based around how they can pressure the other lanes, and so the ability for SKT to mitigate the risk of them getting collapsed on by the Galio Camille, and then can free up the Fiora to win the game for them, will mean a lot in terms of the outcome of the game. So just mitigating risk and getting Fiora to a point to where she 1v9s the game is what SKT wants to do with their draft. So vision is really important in this game. So we'll pay a lot of attention to warding. So in a minute we'll check out early warding. I'll pause it in just a second. Alright, so pretty standard stuff at the beginning. So pretty standard stuff. You see where the warding is. So we just kind of so SKT has the entire river warded. So they can check for Camille's pathing, because Camille's for sure going to do a really common path for Camille is she's gonna just do red, scuttle, and then gank somewhere. Is usually what Camille's would do. Dread is a really aggressive player, so that's probably what they're thinking he's going to do. So that's pretty standard. And then we have for Afreecas, we have a word right there. Word in the top brush. I need to move my camera. Sorry, my bad. Whoops. A ward in the top brush, and then a ward in the bottom river as well to spot out an early gank. But so far SKT has all of the entire river warded. So you can see exactly where the Camille is going. So both junglers start red. So pretty much almost all junglers start red. Just the XP and the queer potential, as well as, you know, almost all junglers want to gank at level 2 or level 3, and just ganking with red buff is so much better than ganking with blue buff. Alright, so Camille's going for an invade. So they spotted Camille, so they know Camille's there. So they just trade sides of the map. So let's see. They just trade sides of the map. Yeah, and so normally you would see a Camille go for a level 2 gank, but there's nothing for her to gank, right? She can't gank the Fiora. The Fiora's freezing the wave in front of her tower, or just letting it shove in. Faker's freezing the wave in front of his tower, or letting it shove in. So with that in mind, Teddy and Mod are just going to shove in the Sivir Alistair. They're going to have the push advantage in that lane anyway, so having the knowledge of Camille on top side is going to let them be able to play that lane advantageously. So having those wards in the river right there, and the whatever those are called, Ghost Boro, made it to where they could play that way. So SKT specifically played really lax on the top and mid. So what froze the lane in front of their tower, and then played really aggressive in bot lane. With that knowledge, Quid's gonna come down here. Try to go for a gank path within lane, but it's warded out anyway, so not much they could do there. A lot of this, both of these junglers are early game junglers, and Afreeca and SKT are splitting the map really well around their vision line. They're tracking the junglers really well, is what they're doing, honestly. Okay, so now let's look. You see the vision line for SKT? You see this? Look at this. Boom, boom, boom. I don't know if I just messed it up, but you see the vision line? So they have a vision behind the dragon pit. They have a vision next to the raptors. They have a vision in the tri-brush. So that is everywhere that Galio is going to be walking. So it shows the river and it shows the brush that he'd be walking through if he didn't walk there. The only way that it won't show is if he walks behind the raptor pit, which is really uncommon. Way he'd want to walk, because Galio is going to be level 6 after this next wave and a half, most likely. So they already have those wards set up, because I know that's the plan. You know, that's what their comp centered around, is Galio Camille, level 6 power spike, and Galio is about to hit his level 6, so they just want to mitigate that. And you see where they put their wards too? They put them right here. So they put them next to the raptor pit, also next to the river, so they can see both sides, and then behind the dragon pit, not directly inside that brush. So, because people commonly put a pink in that brush, so if you put a pink in that brush, it would spot out those wards, but it doesn't spot out these two wards, so it actually still spots them walking through here. So, so that pink won't actually disrupt that. So it gives them a false sense of security. They might know that's warded, but they probably don't. If you put it right there. I don't think it actually revealed that. It doesn't actually reveal it because they can still see the vision, right? So those are really good wards right there. So they warded right there and right there. Boom. Not spotted out by the pink. Control ward, whatever. Boom. Yeah, so you see that? You see Galio Camille walking down? You see all the pings? They're like, no. They're coming down. Wards of the real MVP. Yep, so that pings them to come to, so Teddy and Mata played back a little bit until they saw the Galio. You see the Galio coming down, so they just play right back. Alright, so now their vision game's a little weak. But they see Galio in lane. Alright, Camille's level 5. Camille's not quite level 6 yet. Boom. Figure doesn't quite get it. Oop. That was close. Alright. Cool. This is pretty good. Dread steals that. Yeah, so they're still, you see the positioning of Afreeca, they're just constantly pushing down here, but every time they do, every time Galio leaves lane, Teddy and Mana just come back to the tower. They don't actually have vision of this happening, but they intuitively, and also just voice comms, they can intuitively know that that's happening. So as well as Camille invading. So they were just pushing up for that invade, but then we're also kind of looking for that play. But they were just mainly pushing up for that invade. I did want to talk about keystones real quick, because I know when I was watching the actual video, Papa was talking a little bit about the reason why Fiora was taking grass. Grass has always been like maybe the keystone of choice for Fiora anyways. It's just that tree wasn't very, or their stats weren't very good for her. When you couldn't take the stat lines that you wanted to before they added rune stats into the game. But the main purpose of this lane for the Aatrox Fiora lane, and the main purpose of their comp that they're wanting to do, Fiora doesn't give a shit about killing Aatrox. Fiora just wants to like survive ganks and live out to get the dream of getting her like 2-item spike, right, to getting the Triforce and the Ravenous Hydra. So she doesn't actually care about like taking Conqueror and like tearing through defenses or anything like that. They don't really have any tanks except for I mean, they really don't have any tanks. She didn't care about taking Conqueror to do true damage because she's already going to get enough true damage from her ult and all, and percent health damage and all that good stuff. So she don't really care about that. So just the survivability with the lifesteal is really what she cares about. So I just wanted to say something about that because I was watching the VOD and it wasn't really explained very well. So the main purpose of that lane was survivability. So yeah, as soon as Fiora gets level 6, this is what you can do with the Galio Fiora. So you can do it in that lane. So Camille used her flash in that interaction, so we can actually just rewind that really quick. Because I do want to actually watch it. Okay, let's watch it in normal speed. There's kind of no avoiding this when it happens. The only way to avoid this is to insta flash as soon as you see the Camille come out of the brush. But you might still be dead anyways. Yeah, so Camille insta flash stuns. Kind of nothing to do about that. But yeah, that's literally what you do as soon as you get level 6. That's why that combo is so nasty. But then you can do that in other people's lanes whenever you want. Alright. Go back to times 2 speed. But now that at least they know that Camille Camille doesn't have her flash or ultimate, so they have like another like at least another like minute window that they know that those cooldowns are down. At least, you know, the flash will be down for another 4 minutes or so. But you see that ward again, the ward's right there. Afreeca has a good vision line right here. They have that you see where all the vision line is though? See, because Fiora just keeps freezing the lane right here. So Fiora is just wanting to freeze the lane right here because she doesn't care about actually taking Keen's Tower or taking Keen's Tower or actually fighting. She just wants to get the 2 items, so she's just playing safe. So that's why they have the vision line behind the lane, and right here, just warding off a Galio or Camille coming from behind. Right, that's why the vision line's right there. And then the same thing back here, they have the vision line behind the lane. And then they're going to work to get the vision line in front of the lane as well for the Galio to be able to come down here because they're going to want to play advantageous in the bot lane, the bot side. So they're playing really weak on the top side and play advantageous on the bot side to kind of draw pressure on the bottom side so Fiora can keep farming it up. Vision line's really important. So they get a vision line all the way through, keep Fiora safe so she can farm up. They spot Fiora on that, or they spot Camille on that ward. So that ward has been there almost the entire game. Like Faker just keeps refreshing that ward, and it's never getting cleared by any pinks. Because people don't ever pink that spot. So that's a really good warding spot. It's a really common warding spot too. It's not like that was like super intelligent. I mean, it's an intelligent ward spot, but it's not like something new. I mean, I watch people stream all the time, and like mid lane streams, and they ward that spot all the time because it's never pinked. People never pink that spot. But yeah, they kind of do the same thing. You can the flash, disdain interaction in the Galio, easy kill. But yeah, they spotted Camille that whole time, so they warded off a Camille gank. As soon as they saw Camille leaving, they just went for the kill. You can do the same thing. So that ward, very good ward. And this whole top side is safe this entire time too. Boom. So vision line, ward, 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 ward. So they're just keeping the whole top side and bottom side safe. It's not really to keep mid lane safe. You know, you would think it'd be to keep mid lane safe, but it's mainly just to keep Galio in the mid lane. I mean, if they just kept going mid lane and killing Faker over and over again, it doesn't really matter. What is that? It doesn't really do much for you. He's gonna be unkillable in an item anyways. But you can still do that. Luis Urgot has a pretty good 2v1 as well. Cool. Alright, Afreeca has cleared out the vision line on the top side. Yep, so Afreeca has cleared out vision line top side. Took Rift Herald, that was really good for them. But SKT's clearing, since they had that knowledge, they're going to go around and clear out the vision on bot side. So you see Mata clearing out vision on bot side. Boom. Just cleared out all the vision. They're going to come out and try to do the same thing. But you see this vision line? Look at this. Bot is just eternally safe. The perma-shove. Forever. The vision line, once again, behind the lane and in front of the lane. Behind the lane and in front of the lane. So Fiora can feel safe the whole time. They're just keeping tabs on Galio and Camille. That's the main purpose. Keep tabs on Galio and Camille so Fiora can get her items. Boom. Kind of a useless Rift Herald. Puts a little bit of pressure on mid, but kind of does nothing there. Gives Afreeca a chance to clear out some vision, but don't really think that's worth. So Afreeca clears that vision line. There's still a pretty good vision line though. Still pretty good vision. Do 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 do. Alright, see, same ward. Ward goes right over the wall. That ward is there the entire game. It never gets cleared. It just keeps getting refreshed. So they spot Camille. They see Camille going bottom. They spot it out. And they spot Galio on the same ward. They'll show a replay of this, so I'm not going to rewind it. I'll show it normal speed. Pretty sure they show a replay. But they spotted Camille going the same way. Boom. Boom. Look at the vision line. Actually, I'll rewind it. Okay. Because... Boom. Alright. He put the ward down. He sees Camille standing on the ward. He sees Camille go bottom. That alerts Teddy and Mata that they're coming down there. But that also lets Faker and Quid know that they're trying to make a play on bottom. So they know that he's going to path that Yukon is going to path that direction. Makes for a free kill. Boom. Free kill. Now they see Camille walking back up. Or they actually don't see Camille. Or maybe they do. They have that ward over that wall? Oh no, they see them on the next ward. Oh no, they do. They saw them on that ward. Yeah, so that ward and that ward never gets cleared. Actually, that ward does get cleared, but it's on the other side of the dragon. Actually. Boom. So if you play mid lane, ward that side of the lane. Nobody ever clears it. Also, you can ward inside of the lane. Like if you ward the middle of the lane, like just on their side, right before it hits their tower range, nobody ever pinks it, and you can see which direction they're moving. It's not as good though, but still pretty good. Anyways, yeah, the warding's really good. Yep, just frees up Fiora to keep buying items. She just bought a coal because she knows she's just gonna keep doing this all game. Get to that third item quicker. Boom. Sees him walking down. Boom, boom, boom. And then so they just reset vision. So they cleared the pinks, put their pinks there. They have the vision line back right there. They don't have that. He doesn't have that ward refreshed, but I'm sure they'll refresh that ward soon enough. Oh, they did the lane ward. Alright, so Faker put the lane ward that I was talking about. Boom. Yeah, so he just warded the lane since they already have a ward deep in there. Alright. Now SKT looks for a lane swap. That was a really funny interaction. It's been a normal speed. So the disengage for SKT is so easy. And then Dread finds Faker, but does Faker find Dread? Yeah, but they go for a lane swap. But they go for a lane swap and then have a 4v3 up here. On the top side, but the disengage with Zyre, Rakan, Urgot is so easy. And then Fiora and Elise just push down the inner turret. Easy. So once Fiora has Ravenous, and then once Fiora gets a Triforce, like she's untenable, completely untenable. for Aatrox to deal with. No matter how good Keen is, matchup feels really bad. Alright, now that vision line, that mess that I was talking about doesn't matter all that much. Now it'll be standard like split push vision line, so it'll be vision like when Fiora's splitting, there'll be vision in the middle of the jungle, and then as well as won't necessarily need like that much vision information because you'll just know where the epic objectives are, where people are going to be pushing. So the objectives of the game right now is Fiora just wants to keep pushing away from the objective, right? Because he has TP, right? So he's going to be pushing away from Baron, keeping the Aatrox locked in this 1v1 because it'll get to a point to where he can just take the turret in Aatrox's face, which is coming pretty soon, by the way. Like, that can happen pretty soon. SKT just wants to keep their vision line around Baron and then take this objective on top side and then maybe take the mid lane tower as well. So get a little bit extra gold in their call, but just keep the pressure on while Fiora keeps scaling up. And then main objective is disengage getting caught, right? Or they have a lot of catch as well, so they can look for a catch as well. Afreeca's way of getting into this game is find a really good catch on somebody. Their issue that they're having is their team is so slippery. You know, you find a pick on the Xayah, and then she just insta ults, and then there's a Rakan charming you, and then a spider on top of your face, and an Urgot ulting you. So, they have a lot of issue with who their target's gonna be, but they could still have a lot of potential with like instant burst with like Camille Galio, Alistair, like killing somebody through insta CC. So that should be what they're looking for, is like killing somebody who's clearing vision. So that can be something that they want to look for right now. But SKT just want to keep the vision around this line right here. So keep a vision line through the top part of their jungle and keep the pressure on top and mid. Slowly take the objectives while Fiora just keeps taking their jungle camps, keeps pushing in the lane, and then eventually should just be able to take towers in their face. This was not good of Jelly. Some not so great positioning. Should not be in range of Ois. Gets chunked a little bit. But basically, Fiora can just own this entire side of the map because Afreeca's have to stay on this side of the map. They don't own any of the vision line. They do right now, but as soon as SKT comes back and they set up shop again, and Fiora set up shop down here, they can reset that up. So they want to prioritize the Mountain Drake because they have a split pusher, so that's not that bad of an idea. So they get another Mountain Drake, and now they just want to reset back up for that, so they reestablish vision control, and then get Fiora in charge of this entire half of the map again. And then, so this is smart by Freecs. They can look for a pick. That's what they should be doing. They should be looking for a pick. Maybe got a little bit too anxious. Maybe should have just was stratted for longer. Nope. I want to say it's about to go down. Nope. Yeah, see, they want to look for plays like that, but just getting chunked. Just kind of not working out for him. SKT's playing it really smart. So SKT reestablished vision. Fiora's just gonna own this entire side of the map. Keep getting items. She's level 15 now. Got a level on Aatrox. Got 30 CS. Faker wanted to get on that side of that. They literally TP onto a ward to save it, but he already wanted to get on that side of that, so it doesn't matter. Trade out a summoner spell. I want to say there's about to be a fight, so let me take it back down to normal. I want to say there's about to be a fight like right now. Yeah, they have some vision to spot people coming down, but they know they're not going to come down because they have to stay on the top side of the contest. If they go to collapse on Fiora, the Baron's instantly dead. They're pretty fast Baron. The Xayah Ois damage, pretty fast on Baron. Really healthy too with Rakan. Rakan, like the health wise, is really good on Baron. But here it comes. Boom. And that's why Urgot's OP. True damage. Yeah, if you instant kill an Alistair at the beginning of a fight, doesn't matter how good you drafted for a team fight comp. Really good catch by Mata. Yep. And then they just insta kill the Baron. And now, what the problem you had before with a Fiora, now Fiora has a Baron buff. Now you're just dealing with the same problem. So this was just a really slow, methodical vision game. This is like old school Korean League of Legends with a split pusher. That was a good catch. Khan doesn't really do anything in this fight. He flashed for no reason there. It was really funny. Rakan did more damage than Khan. Alright, so Fiora just swaps sides in the map because there's more turrets to get on that side. They get a third Mountain Drake. Feels really bad. And now there's really not much Afreeca can do. They're just going to get pushed down. Three mountains versus a Fiora comp. Level 17 to level 15. Fiora hasn't even bought her items. She has a third item in base, most likely. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. And that's going to be the end of the game. Alrighty. So that was just a stomp from a vision stranglehold from a split push control. Split push control from a stranglehold from SKT. So I don't know how, if I said that right. Yeah, so just a vision stranglehold into split push victory is what that was. Anyways, yeah, so I'm not just gonna do SKT games, I promise you. I just how it's been working out with my schedule and games I found interesting. I was gonna do a Griffin game the other day, but I just ran out of time. So and I kind of want to be current with my games, make sure that they're when I do Vod reviews, they're really current because beginning of the season meta changes so fast. Not that the Griffin meta is not current with what they did the other day, but I might go back and do their game anyways. But anyways, I'm hoping to do some G2 games that they're playing this weekend. That should be exciting with Perks playing AD carry, but their game is starting in 8 minutes actually. The G2 game, but I don't really watch much European League of Legends. I'm trying to get into that this year. I mostly watch NA and Korea. So, anyways, hey, I hope you enjoyed the VOD review. I'm working on them to get those better. Anyways, had a lot of fun making this one. This one was really cool. Seeing all the vision control. It's really clean game by SKT actually. It's really good to see. Really good to see this game. Sad to see how Afreeca played that game. I like Afreeca. Anyways, I really liked SKT's draft. I really love when teams draft for a clear advantage on a side of the map. Like that makes so much sense to me. I don't understand. I really hate like the vague like we're gonna draft for a team fighting comp. I don't like that. I like clear advantage. Like in this meta specifically. Like it makes a lot of sense in previous metas, but in this meta specifically, I really like drafting for like this side of the map is going to be really powerful, and we're gonna play just around this side of the map. That makes a whole lot of sense to me in this meta. But anyways, and the teams that do that well are the teams that are winning a lot more. It seems like to me. Anyways, thanks for watching, and hope that you watch some other ones. Anyways, bye bye.